Welcome into the tavern, my friends. Tonight's bedtime story is that of the romance of King Arthur. So grab your blankets, grab your warm drink, settle in. It's time for bed. Of King Arthur. Of the birth of King Arthur and his nurture. It befell in the days of Uther Pendragon, when he was king of all England, and so reigned, that there was a mighty duke in Cornwall that held war against him long time. And the duke was called the Duke of Tintagel. And so, by means, King Uther sent for his duke, charging him to bring his wife with him, for she was called a fair lady, and a passing wise, and her name was Igraine. So when the duke and his wife were come unto the king, by the means of great lords they were both accorded. The king liked and loved this lady well, and he made them great cheer out of measure, and desired to have her had his love. But she was a passing good woman, and would not dissent unto the king. And then she told the duke, her husband, and said, I suppose that we were sent for that I should be dishonoured. Wherefore, husband, I counsel you that we depart from hence suddenly, that we may ride all night unto our own castle. And in like wise, as she said, so they departed. That neither the king nor none of his council were aware of their parting. All so soon as King Uther knew of their departing so suddenly, he was wonderfully wroth. Then he called to them his privy council, and told them of the sudden departing of the duke and his wife. Then they advised the king to send for the duke and his wife by great charge, and if he will not come at your summons, then may ye do your best. Then have ye cause to take mighty war upon him. So that was done, and the messengers had their answers, and that was this shortly, that neither he nor his wife would come at him. Then was the king wonderfully wroth, and then the king sent him plain word again, and bade him be ready and stuff him and garnish him, for within 40 days he would fetch him out of the biggest castle that he hath. When the duke had this warning, anon he went and furnished and garnished 2 strong castles of his, of which one hight Tintagel, and the other castle hight Terrible. So his wife, Dame Igraine, he put in the castle of Tintagel, and himself he put in the castle of Terrible, the which had many issues and posterns out. Then in all haste came Uther with a great host, and laid a siege about the castle of Terrible. Then for pure anger and for great love of fair Igraine the King Uther fell sick. So came to King Uther Sir Ulfius, a noble knight, and asked the king why he was sick. I shall tell thee, said the king. I am sick for anger and for love of fair Igraine, that I may not be whole. Well, my lord, said Sir Ulfius, I shall seek Merlin, and he shall do you a remedy, that your heart shall be pleased. So Ulfius departed, and by adventure he met Merlin in a beggar's array, and there Merlin asked Ulfius whom he sought, and he said that he had little ado to tell him. Well, said Merlin, I know whom thou seekest, for thou seekest Merlin, therefore seek no farther, for I am he. And if King Uther will be made to reward me, and be sworn unto me to fulfill my desire, that shall be his honour and profit more than mine, for I shall cause him to have all he desires. All this will I undertake, said Ulfius, that there shall be nothing reasonable, but thou shalt have thy desire. Well, said Merlin, he shall have his intent and desire. And therefore, said Merlin, ride on your way, for I will not be long behind.